This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Men, if you're ready to reclaim your edge, listen up. I used to be held back by constant bathroom trips, with multiple wake-ups during my sleep and looking for restrooms whenever I was out. Then I discovered Better Man. After just 2 months, I started experiencing fewer trips to the bathroom, less urge to go, and I even slept through some nights. I feel a noticeable boost in my overall well-being, even sexual stamina. It gives me the freedom and confidence to live life on my terms. Better Man is clinically tested and trusted by thousands of men over 25 years. Ready to take back control? Go to BeBetterNow.com to order your supply today. That's BeBetterNow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed. Individual results may vary.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
Yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, baby. She's a smoke show from Glencoe. Usually you smile when I say that.
I was responding to a message. I'm sorry. I was trying to make money over here, son.
Work getting in the way.
Yep, I'm done.
Lil B, we have Kara.
About time we have some more babes in here.
And then I'm a sensitive new age guy. And I wear pink shirts. So we got a lot of femininity going on right now.
That's good.
In this too. Yeah, this station could use a little bit more of that.
Agreed.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited that the Broad Squad is back for the Program Passer Invitational? I'm guessing you're happy with your teammate selection?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I mean, everybody seems to have an opinion about it. Like, well, of course you get Marnie. Blah, blah. It's like, well, first of all, we weren't together last year.
No.
I got the hose last year. That was awful.
Who did you get? Oh, you got that Robbie.
Yeah, laugh it up.
He's still technically like the winningest program password player of all time.
Really?
He's 6-1, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
At that time.
Well, there's that.
And also, I didn't pick the teams. I didn't lobby. I honestly thought you were going to put me with like Nordo, Sauce and I play well together. Fallness and I actually play really well together.
Huh?
Yeah, we do. So I don't care. Put me with whoever you want.
You would have given me dagger eyes if I would put you with Fallness.
No, I wouldn't. I would have killed you if it would have been Muss or... Who else is really bad? Parrish can't play the game for Bleep. He can't. That's really it.
Just Muss. As long as you're not stuck with Muss, you're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Fallness.
So it's fine. Like, and Marty and I have never won.
No.
So
yeah,
it's not like
they're coming in just dominating
that just
every time.
Like dominates everybody. But everybody's going to find something to complain about. Blah blah blah.
When people go to a concert, they want to see the hits.
Yeah.
You and Marnie are the hits.
Yeah, play the hits.
Yes.
So whatever. They can all complain. What else is new around here?
What are your thoughts on your first round opponent? That would be Fallness and Muss.
I feel bad for Fallness.
Because there's also discussion on who should, is the seeding correct, right? Because obviously there's a clear advantage to the number one seed.
Well, there's that. I mean, hopefully we beat them again. If not, we got real problems.
But if you can't beat them, then that goes against everyone saying, why'd you put those two back together?
Exactly. So hopefully we win. I wouldn't like it to be a back and forth tennis match. I'd like to win by a nice chunk of points so I can feel good about it. I'm glad that Corey and Charch aren't together. Because I don't.
Charch is not available.
Oh no, not that.
Ryan Donaldson wasn't available.
Is he working or?
He said he wouldn't be available to play.
Is that right?
Yeah. I know he's got a lot going on.
Got a lot going on. So yeah, I
get it. The baby takes up more time. I get it.
Okay. Well, he's not the first person to have a kid.
I got 3 of them, right?
Yep. I got a couple. Got a dog running around. Figure it out.
Sometimes it's nice to have the kids though, to just, when there's things you don't want to do, you can just throw the kids under the bus. Sorry, I got activities tonight.
Oh, they're sick. Not really. But yeah, I'm excited. Okay. I love the tournament stuff.
You play first game next week, right?
I know.
First game of the tournament next Wednesday, I believe.
Right out of the gate.
At 1:15 against Fallness and Muss. That would be really embarrassing if you lost that one. Really embarrassing.
Thanks, Tenna.
And then your side of the bracket, man, you might have an easy road here to the championship. The other side of the other part of your bracket is Creasel and Rosen versus Common and Gorg.
So how did you put Creasel and Rosen together? I was trying to figure that out.
It gets to the point where there's kind of like a little bit process of elimination. It's like, well, just stick these two together. They've both been on the morning show together.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I'm sure Common's happy he's not with Muss again.
Swedberg and Larry Mondello guy have past history.
Yeah.
Common and Gorg, I originally wasn't going to have them together.
Yeah.
I originally was going to have Common and Corey Cove together because they've played well together.
Yes.
But then Common and KG just tore it apart and said, hey, we'd be great teammates.
Yes.
Apparently they're the same generation of ideas. So I'm like, all right, well,
that's good.
Let's have Cove and Garter from the same generation.
Yep.
They've both been successful in the game. So
what are the
Tommy and Helvey just made sense. That's the party team.
I think that's a lot of people are doubting that team. I don't think it's going to be terrible. I think Tommy and I won when we played.
Tommy's 2-1.
He gets in the zone.
Yeah. He brings the giggles.
I could do without that, but
Helvey's not going to bring the giggles.
He is not.
So Tommy will giggle for the both of them.
I don't think that will be a terrible matchup.
Similar generation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are the, do we have odds yet? Do we know? Do we have any indication?
I haven't seen any odds from Power Trip Bets at all. So.
Oh, nice of him to care. I kind of want to see the odds on that. I feel like Corey and Guardsy are going to be the shoe-in to win. People are going to lean toward that.
But they've never really played together, so you never know. No. There is a chemistry factor to this. I think why you and Marnie are so good is you're both good at the game, but there's also a chemistry factor of being able to read each other's minds.
Well, and it has to be entertaining. Like, I don't think anybody was entertained when Common and Muss played together last year.
No.
I think Common would have rather walked the wrong way down 394. Last year, that's not fun to listen to.
Last year, we lost a little bit of luster with trying to change things up. I thought the draft was great.
We tried it.
Yep, we tried it. And still might go back to it another day. But I just thought, well, let's get the bands back together.
Do whatever you want. It's your game.
We only have about 4 or 5 minutes of this, so this might be something that carries over into the next segment. You ready to get really, really deep here? Really deep? Well, it's kind of a serious topic.
Okay.
I hope you too. And Kara, you're involved here.
Okay.
Get your thinking hats on.
Oh, hell.
I don't know how much thought you put into this before.
Okay.
Young men are having less sex than ever before.
What? Oh.
In the last decade alone, we've seen the number of sexless men between ages 18 and 30 has increased by 253%.
What? Aww.
So
I feel so bad for them. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, please. So in 2008, the share of men under age 30 who report 0 female sex partners since they turned 18 was 8%. As of 7 years ago now, 2018, it moved up to 27%. It went from 8% to 27%. So the story I'm reading is basically just like an opinion thing of trying to theorize why
that might be.
I would like to get your guys' opinion. Not that I'm obviously putting you on the spot and you haven't had a lot of time to think about this, but why do you think it is that men 18 to 30, there's many more having less sex than previously? Go.
I have a couple
Oh
opinions.
boy.
See if Kara agrees.
Okay.
One, I think there is a easier access to adult films, long or short. So
I don't even really think they're films anymore. I think they're just more short stories.
Yeah. Yep. So I think there's a lot of access to that, and it's just easy to do that. And
easier to find.
Correct.
Yeah.
I also think there are a lot of men who play video games and are on their phones. I'm not kidding. Like, is
that what the guys do now? All the young kids, Kara?
Yeah, everyone's on their phones.
It's phone. They're on their phones playing a game or doing whatever. Or I've never seen so many older men playing video games, which is very unattractive. In my opinion,
I agree.
Kara's in a different.
No, I so agree. Okay. I'm in that age room.
So that hasn't changed, which is good because Kara's younger than me. Lucky. But honestly, I think a lot of them would rather sit there and play video games for literally 6 to 12 hours.
Really?
Than communicate with human beings.
Is this any different though than? I mean, weren't guys that age playing video games 20 years ago?
But you guys weren't. Like when we all used to go out all the time. I don't remember you guys playing video games.
Well, I mean, obviously, there's so much more out there for video games now, and there's on the computer alone,
and phones, and
back then,
whatever.
you're playing.
I also feel like
Nintendo and Sega Genesis. And
nice.
Lucky.
It's harder to like meet people face to face now.
Yeah.
No one, when I'm at like a bar with my friends, no one comes up to us at a bar unless we know them.
Yeah.
Really?
You know? Like no one, like it's so weird.
Why do you think that's changed?
Because
they don't have to.
Yeah, and I think it's also had to do with we were all in high school during COVID, so none of us know how to socialize anymore.
Yep.
Like no one knows how to talk to each other in person anymore.
Well, and it's come full circle.
Well, I mean,
because they have their phones.
This study's from 2018, so this is pre-COVID.
So it's pre-COVID, but
okay.
People date on apps now. We have made it, which is fine.
That should make it easier, though.
But
it's
made
there's literally hookup apps
but
to
it's
have
made
to
everybody
hook up more.
But it's made everybody lazy. I don't have to get off my couch when I can sit here and play video games. I don't have to get off my couch and
dudes
go
are
meet
lazy
people
now.
because I can just open this app and I'll just swipe a couple times. And if I don't see somebody I like, and the same goes for women. I mean, they don't have to go out. They could just sit on their phone and swipe. But everybody's been made to be lazier. They've taken all the work out. Like that's how we met people out at bars and talked to people. And that is not happening anymore. The bars are not packed.
No,
It's not the way it was, I feel like, and different areas.
Well, we couldn't communicate unless we went to the bars. That's where you went to go.
Yes, that's where we went and hung out.
If you wanted to find someone.
But it's come full circle. Like you can date on your phone. You don't have to talk to people in person. You can stay at home and do everything.
All right.
They're not.
So I have some opinion-related takes from this story, not my own opinions, but I would like to share them.
Okay.
Just kind of theorizing why this has all happened, because I don't know if there is an answer to this.
Okay.
We'll talk about that next. Lil B, Kara, Tenna B. We'll talk about why is it men are having less sex, or at least 18 to 30-year-olds are having less sex.
Men, if you're ready to reclaim your edge, listen up. I used to be held back by constant bathroom trips with multiple wake-ups during my sleep and looking for restrooms whenever I was out. Then I discovered Better Man. After just 2 months, I started experiencing fewer trips to the bathroom, less urge to go, and I even slept through some nights. I feel a noticeable boost in my overall well-being, even sexual stamina. It gives me the freedom and confidence to live life on my terms. Better Man is clinically tested and trusted by thousands of men over 25 years. Ready to take back control? Go to BeBetterNow.com to order your supply today. That's BeBetterNow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed. Individual results may vary.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
The word on the street then was he's too country for pop. But then once I got to country, it was he's too pop for country. So I kind of never really had a place to fit in, but that's exactly how and why I fit. I just embraced that. Like, yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get ready, Minnesota. The legendary Bryan Adams is bringing his Roll with the Punches tour to Target Center on November 26th. Don't miss this epic night of rock anthems and unforgettable hits. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Not shockingly, a lot of responses to
is that right?
This discussion at the Bradshaw and Bryan KFAN text line 64686. Shall we go through a couple of them?
Let's do it.
Shocker, they immediately blame men. It can't ever be anything women are doing, right? And the only reason women hate video games is because men enjoy them. I'm not a gamer, but games have evolved. Women act like you're playing Pac-Man all day. Such a tired, lame complaint.
I don't care what game you're playing all day, but you're doing it all day. Yeah. Go do something with your life. Maybe we're standing over there being like, pay attention to me. Yeah. Want to smooch? But we can't because you're playing video games all day.
Yeah, we'd like to go golf, and then we feel guilt for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different, though. You're not literally doing that every day.
I would love to.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm not. Agronomy guy Kyle just weighing in here on the sex topic. I think guys have become more intimidated by women because of their fear of being rejected. I don't know how that's changed. I don't know why that has spiked.
That's a typical response to flip to women. Well, you're too intimidating. Okay.
John, and maybe I shouldn't be saying people's names on these, but next guy, I'll just say John. Play video games or have a woman complain and nag. I'll take the video games. Men are not approaching women out at the bar because most women get rude and put the men on social.
What?
Does that happen?
No.
They get rude and you guys blast them on social?
Yes.
I have another one that says, have you seen what women say on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Well,
How the tables have turned.
I mean, no. I feel like if you're putting it on social, then it had to be pretty bad.
Somebody did something creepy and weird.
This has another one. Boy, oh boy, hold on. Boy, oh boy, if they only knew how many women savage and post videos online trashing men who even try to approach them, that's most of the reason. Being shamed or being told they have to have a certain money status.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's super shallow if that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think if you're just getting on TikTok saying, I can't believe this guy walked up to me, get over yourself. But if they're doing it because somebody came up to them and was like creepy and did something that is crazy and you're never going to believe this, okay. But if you're getting a little holier than thou, then yeah, that's on the woman for sure.
Women of the same age as these guys are not having sex, are raising standards, wanting 100,000 plus salary. Are those guys 18 to 30 not making enough money?
I don't think anybody's saying what's your salary before we hang out.
I think Lil B is right regarding to video games. The other week I was at the Mall of America. GameStop was taking pre-orders for the new Nintendo Switch, and there were at least 60 to 70 guys aged 20 to 40 waiting in line for the store to open to get their pre-order in.
Box.
I just feel like the guys have always been playing video games, though, so I don't know why that would have just changed in the last 7 years. People have used this outlet as a way to vent about some of their ladies.
Hey, if that's fine. If they got to get it out, get it out.
OnlyFans girls and women only wanting guys 6 feet plus also a factor, not just guys playing video games.
That's always the excuse. It's always the excuse. It's like you want someone 6 foot. I've never, ever in my life said that.
Same.
As long as
if that was the case, I'd have ladies all over me, and that has not happened. I did see in the story I was reading, they had thrown out the OnlyFans topics because
I would agree with that.
This big spike was in 2018.
Yeah. Yep.
And 2018 was the inception of Tinder, Bumble, OnlyFans. Two biggest spikes in sexless men occurring were in 2008, 2016. That's when iPhone, Tinder, OnlyFans were released, respectively, which is especially Tinder specifically, right? Like that's an app meant for people to have more.
That's for
easier
hooking
to
up,
have,
not
but easier to hook up.
Easier to hook up, not let's get to know each other. How many kids do you want?
So I'd read one thing about how Tinder has actually decreased the amount of self-esteem guys have now because they go on Tinder and you're swiping. Ladies are swiping 100 times before they swipe the correct way for you, whereas guys are more willing to, 50% of them, they're swipe. Is it right or left? I don't know which way you swipe. I've never done the Tinder.
I don't know.
You're not on Tinder?
No, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, I did not know that. Congratulations.
Know that?
Good for you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you and I have not had deep conversations.
I guess we don't
Well, how did you meet?
We were friends. We lived in the same dorm freshman year.
Aww.
But we didn't start dating
How
for
long you been dating?
2 years.
You friend zoned them for a while, didn't you?
So
we were friends for a little bit.
She met somebody the organic way. She didn't swipe.
I did. Well,
but see, here's what I don't know about Tinder. Can they see if it popped up and you looked at it and you swiped no?
No.
Can they? Okay, so they're not getting like here's your tally of yeses and nos for the day. Because yes, that would be a self-esteem killer.
Yeah, but on Hinge, you can see if people like you. You get like a page of all the people that like you.
Okay.
And then so you know who all liked you. And then they will know if you don't like you. They will know if you didn't like them back.
That could get depressing. Yeah. I could see it.
I can see that for sure.
You go on there and feel even worse about yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regarding OnlyFans, this story that I'm reading says, because with OnlyFans, men are not only able to get sexual release from the comfort of their homes, but they now get the illusion of intimacy and connection that comes from supporting creators.
So that's why they're clicking on it, because they want to support them. They want to support the
your
creators.
old school form of pornography, you're not getting like a back and forth, right? Whereas now you're a little bit more access to that to make it feel like you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a little delusional.
It's delusional.
All right, you ready to get controversial now with this opinion in here? This writer writes, numbers shown for the spike in sexless men only apply to heterosexual men. Men inside the gay community haven't experienced a noticeable decline in sexual activity. In the rise in sexless young men was simply a matter of low testosterone, unlimited access to porn, and greater volume of high dopamine distractions like video games, social media. The common sense would suggest that all men would be affected equally regardless of sexual orientation, because all men would be susceptible to these forces, but all men aren't affected equally by these forces. Gay men are just as sexually active as ever. So there might be more than just this video games things you're talking about. Could it be the women?
Like what with the women?
Should we move on?
Do they have what's the women's fault? Give me that list.
This is someone's opinion, so
Okay.
this is not like fact-based.
Okay.
It says the unprecedented shift not only in gender roles, but the shifts in power dynamic between men and women in the last several decades. More than ever before in human history in the West, women have the ability to increase their value intellectually, socioeconomically, and physically. Intellectually, women are graduating college at a greater rate than men, and in 2019, women made up a majority of the U.S. college-educated workforce. Financially, women are earning more and making up an increasingly larger portion of the workforce. In fact, according to a study by Wharton Business School, women in Fortune 100 executive roles get promoted faster than men for the first time ever. I moved down. Because of the first time in modern history, women not only have equal power, they have increasingly more power than men socially and sexually if she chooses to pursue it. As a woman's value increases, average men whose value is stagnant or decreasing lose sexual access to these women. It's simply a supply and demand curve. In the past, almost any man brought immense value to almost any women. Women weren't allowed to open bank accounts, vote, or work certain jobs. They couldn't get loans or go to college or protect themselves physically. And even for women who had financial means, society looked at relationships and sex very differently. A woman who didn't have a man or children by 25 was demeaned as seen as socially less and undesirable. So most men were automatically valuable because they offered important upsides for her survival and social standing. But today, men have less inherent value.
Doesn't it seem very backwards that like then the more successful you become, the less attractive you are then? Isn't that kind of what that's saying?
Yeah, it is. Because it's like men are intimidated.
Now she's powerful. She makes this amount of money. She's intimidating. She works for a good company. Yeah, I don't really want to try. So now we've become more successful and get punished.
Well, you're not being punished at all. How are you being punished by this?
By not having relations.
Well, so the women are having relations.
They want to have it.
It's
but
the men.
Men are like, well, now you're too.
The numbers with women are not going down.
Lucky.
Or not going up. Well, it was going up a little bit, but not nearly.
It just seems a little backwards to me that the more successful you become and grow and become more independent, they're saying, well, that's not as attractive anymore.
I don't think that was what they were saying. I think of what it's saying is there's just much more standards for women now. The men,
as our self-worth grows, what do you call it?
Well,
like,
I think
50, 60 years ago, let's face it, like women didn't work as much. They needed to have a financially stable men.
Their standards were different.
They were more willing to be not as picky because you want to create a family and you had to start a family at an early age. And now you don't have to start a family to start. Now women are just more independent. So it wasn't necessarily blaming the women. It's just, I think it's better that way. I think it's better. I think it's women that they're making more money and they're having more power. It's the way it should be.
And we've realized that we can have higher standards.
You guys just have different standards now.
Well, I also think
I think that's a big part of it.
People are getting married later because
they're getting married a lot
because
later.
they don't need to rely on a man to like pay for their bills and to do all these things. So it's you can be more picky because women have the opportunity to build like a career for themselves and provide for themselves. Yeah. So they don't need the man.
I think that is exactly what's happening. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's just video games because
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of it's video games.
It's probably partially video games.
For sure.
But to the point, as mentioned,
Hey, my boyfriend doesn't play video
gay
games.
men are not having the increase in less sex. Are they not playing video games?
I don't know.
It's
a factor.
Is video games just a heterosexual thing?
No.
I don't know about that.
But there are outside factors that we have talked about. We're also listed in that. Like, that is part of it.
I'm sure it's coming,
electronic factors.
But I'm just wondering, there was a spike in 2018. So what's happened?
Well, I think the Tinder and OnlyFans thing is a huge reason that's when that spiked.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's when that was. That completely makes sense.
You don't have to go out and meet people. You can just do it on your couch so that while they're playing video games.
We'll take a break.
All right, we'll move on from sexless men in the world. Sorry, guys.
Go out this weekend, everybody.
We are not playing Program Password next.
Okay.
But we are going to play the first ever edition of the GZM game.
GZM.
The GZM game. It is Generation Z versus Millennial.
Oh, God.
It'll be Kara versus Lil B in the GZM game next, right here on the Tennafitzgerald.
Men, if you're ready to reclaim your edge, listen up. I used to be held back by constant bathroom trips, with multiple wake-ups during my sleep and looking for restrooms whenever I was out. Then I discovered Better Man. After just 2 months, I started experiencing fewer trips to the bathroom, less urge to go, and I even slept through some nights. I feel a noticeable boost in my overall well-being, even sexual stamina. It gives me the freedom and confidence to live life on my terms. Better Man is clinically tested and trusted by thousands of men over 25 years. Ready to take back control? Go to BeBetterNow.com to order your supply today. That's BeBetterNow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed. Individual results may vary.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
The word on the street then was he's too country for pop. But then once I got to country, it was he's too pop for country. So I kind of never really had a place to fit in, but that's exactly how and why I fit. I just embraced that. Like, yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks to friends at Unreal, you can restock your wardrobe with Unreal Golf Apparel this year, just like Common. Register to win up to $1,000 in Unreal Golf Apparel on our contest page. One lucky winner will restock their closet with amazing golf apparel thanks to Unreal. That's KFAN.com keyword contest to enter today.
Got tons of texts at the Bradshaw and Brian inbox. Haven't even been able to keep up with all of them. I did want to read this last one, though, just for you two. The women that complain about guys playing video games are the same ones that will spend hours watching reels on TikTok and Instagram. Your response?
I have never watched them as long as some of these people are playing video games. Absolutely not.
But you watch them.
Everybody does a good doom scroll for about 30 minutes a couple times a week. Find me one person that gets on a video game and is done in 30 minutes.
That's so true. That's really true.
How long are they playing for?
Like all night.
All
hours.
night?
2 a.m, and then the next day, I'm so tired. Why? Stayed up till 2 a.m. playing video games? Like,
are you guys ready to play the GZM game?
Yeah, before I get agitated.
It's been a long time. So, Kara, well before, back when you were like 14 years old, we played a game called the BBM game.
Okay.
Which was Baby Boomer versus Millennial. It was Common versus Lil B. Unfortunately, Lil B, you've now evolved to the point where you're the older of the contestants here. You're the Millennial.
Yes.
Kara is Generation Z. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can just keep that playing under for a little bit. So this is the GZM game. So I'm going to ask you each 8 questions, but I'm going to ask you those questions about the other person's generation. So Kara, you're going to have to answer Millennial trivia questions.
Oh, God.
Lil B, you have to answer Gen Z trivia questions.
Gen Z. Okay, got it.
If you get
She's got kids. She's got an advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's also got an advantage that, she's lived through both generations.
Right.
And also, like, with the Gen Z questions, I don't know the vast majority of them, so I just probably picked out easier ones.
I've got a ton of riz
than
over
the
here.
challenging ones.
Oh, God.
If you get it wrong, the other person does get a chance to steal that point and get the question and get the question from their own generation.
Okay.
Kara, we should probably start with our elders over here.
Okay. You know what?
I'm older than you.
Exactly. So what are you laughing at?
Because I knew it would get you triggered. All right, so Lil B, you're going to answer a Gen Z question.
Okay.
Kara can steal it if you don't get it correct.
Okay.
What Netflix show is about teens fighting monsters in Indiana? What Netflix show is about teens fighting monsters in Indiana?
What is that show called? I can see it. I can see the tile on my Netflix. Stranger Things?
Yeah, come on.
Victory!
Here, you got to pop my button bar up there a little bit, Kara.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That's correct answer for. Did you know that one, Kara?
Yeah.
Okay, that was obvious.
I feel like that is almost more millennial than Gen Z.
That's not Gen Z because they grew. The show is based on kids that grew up in the 80s, right?
Yeah,
like
and
our time.
That show came out when I was like 13.
Well, that's still your generation, then.
But it was bigger if it was big for people older than me, I feel
Okay,
like.
Kara, stop telling us how
Okay,
young
I'm
you
sorry.
are.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry the website.
We got it.
The Gen Z trivia website threw that question out to me.
All right.
I never watched the show.
Okay.
Kara, millennial question number 1 for you. What was the name of the popular reality TV show that followed the lives of young adults living together in a house? What was the name of the popular reality TV show that followed the lives of young adults living together in a house?
Okay, well, I have two options. Okay, Jersey Shore? Is it Summer House? Was it Summer House?
Summer House.
No, Summer House is right now.
Oh, you're right. I don't know.
Time for mommy to get a point. Jersey Shore, great
what?
answer.
It's Jersey Shore. They lived in a house together.
That came after.
Okay,
that came
my
way
bad, my
after.
bad.
Lil B with a chance to steal.
The Real World.
Yeah, I would have never.
Great show. Have you ever heard
You
of
heard
it?
of The Real World?
Yeah, but no.
Like that's
It
what
started reality television.
Reality television.
It started all of reality
Yeah,
television.
I mean, I'll watch it.
They put like
7
9 strangers in a house,
yeah.
and from all over the country.
MTV.
That
sounds perfect.
Yeah, that was.
It was a great show.
It was awesome.
I still watch The Challenge to this day. It's
do
still
you
one of my
really?
favorite favorite
In
shows.
my defense, Jersey Shore was like before me.
Well, Jersey Shore is a good 15 years after The Real World.
Yeah.
Okay.
15,
Stop
20
telling
years.
us how young you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jersey
Well,
Shore,
that's the
great show.
part of the game.
All right, well, Kara, you're already down 2-0 in the GZM game. It's on Lil B here. You got to answer a Gen Z question.
Okay.
What does the acronym IRL stand for?
In real life.
Wow.
Okay, come on.
Sometimes Big Old will text me that when he's talking to me.
My child now says MB for my bad.
My bad.
Instead of saying my bad, which is the same amount of syllables. MB.
Yeah.
MB.
Yeah.
Barb, you're up 3-0 in the GZM game. Kara,
That was easy.
Time to get on the board. Millennial question number 2. What was the name of the popular toy that involved creating designs with a magnetic drawing board? What was the name of the popular toy that involved creating designs with a magnetic drawing board?
Oh, Etch-a-Sketch?
Good one.
She's on the board.
Yay.
Tell us now about how old you were when you first saw one of those.
I'm done. I'll be quiet.
Oh, we need you to keep talking. We got to get through this segment today.
Yeah,
So,
we gotta.
Lil B.
Yeah.
Why did I write Barb? I should write Lil B.
Because I'm a millennial and it's an old name.
Barb is, yes. 3-1. Lil B has the lead.
Okay.
Lil B, Gen Z question number 3. Who is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate? Who is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate? No Googling over there, Kara, since your generation cheats at everything.
You won't give me a
come
clue,
on.
right? I want to ask if it's male or female.
I will not give you a clue.
I know.
Despite what Fallness thinks, I don't just give in to you
I know.
nonstop.
I don't know. Malala. I'm just going to say that. Oh, my God. Yes.
Correct. I can't say her last name.
She does a great-
Yousafzai?
She does a great interview with
Also, just not
David
Gen Z.
Letterman. That's not Gen Z.
That is not Gen Z.
No,
How's that not Gen Z?
That happened. I mean, that was...
I was too young to know
What
what the
happened to
Nobel
her?
Peace Prize was.
Yeah, that and the stuff like... The
Sorry, my game's not good enough for you, Kara.
I'm sorry.
That happened
I'm
a long
sorry,
time ago.
I'm sorry.
Don't take you getting your butt kicked out on me, okay?
Okay. Okay.
It's 4-1. We are now on Kara for Millennial question number 3. Kara, which popular snack food was marketed with the slogan, once you pop, you can't stop? Which popular snack food was marketed with the slogan, once you pop, you can't stop?
Pop Rocks?
Lil B, would you like to steal?
Is it Pringles?
What?
Because of the the circular cover it pops off?
Yeah.
It's shaped like a tennis ball container. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you above eating Pringles?
No,
One of the greatest
I've
chips of all time?
Yeah, no, they're incredible.
I tried to come up with easy millennial questions for you, but apparently they're challenging.
God.
5-1. Lil B with the lead. Let's move on to, we're on Lil B for Gen Z. Lil B, who made the catchy song Baby Shark?
Who made it?
Who made the catchy song?
Well, I know that damn
Baby
song,
Shark.
but I don't know who made it. I don't know who made it. I don't know. Pass. Sorry, Daddy.
Kara, steal?
No clue. Also, just not my generation.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't Baby Shark popular when you and I had kids?
Like,
Isn't
it's
that
like
what-
it was
isn't that
popular
when
when
that was-
Yeah,
millennials
that's her
had kids.
generation. She was a kid then.
No, that's Gen Alpha.
That's Big O's generation. Sorry, we're ripping your
Sorry.
game.
I'm really
This is
ripping this
what the
apart.
internet tells me.
I'm sorry.
I Googled Gen Z trivia questions. This is what they come up
Yeah.
with. And this is one of those where I didn't know the answer to, but I'm
yeah.
like, I figured maybe the Gen Z could.
No.
Correct answer was something called Pink Fong. Pink Fong. Have you ever heard of Pink Fong, Kara?
No.
No.
Okay. Kara, a chance to get closer here. What was the name of the portable cassette player popularized by Sony in the 1980s? What was the name of the portable cassette player popularized by Sony in the 1980s?
I know this. The Walkman?
Yes.
Good one.
Yes.
She's
Good
on the
one.
board.
Yes.
Have you ever seen one?
Yes.
You have seen a Sony Walkman?
Not, I
I
don't
feel
want
like
to
with
say.
how cool that retro is, that should be coming
That
back
should
at
be-
some point.
yeah.
Okay, honestly, I feel like I've seen it in like TV shows.
Sure.
That's probably it.
You've probably seen like phone booths and TV
Yeah.
shows and stuff too.
Yeah.
All right, Kara, you're on the
okay,
board.
well.
It's 5-2 now. Lil B, Gen Z question number 5. Who was the young climate activist who became famous for fighting climate change?
Greta Thunberg?
Let me guess. That was not in your generation.
That's 100%. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
for sure,
That was a
yep.
good one. That was a good one.
Okay. Lil B leads 6-2. Kara, what was the name of the file sharing service that faced legal issues due to copyright infringement? What was the name of the file sharing service that faced legal issues due to copyright infringement?
Oh. Is it you can't give me a hint, but is it the music one? Who knows?
Well, you just said I can't give you a hint.
I know, but I don't know it's the music one, right?
Does it have a name?
I don't know the name. I'm not going to know it.
Lil B?
Napster.
Oh.
Had it in college.
Okay,
Yeah, so Napster came out in college,
Yes.
and that it changed the music
changed-
game forever.
Yeah. See, I knew it was music.
'Cause
At
we were
least
all-
I knew that.
you were all
Click on
stealing
songs and you
musical.
would just wait and see, like, oh, is it going to
You're
download? Is it
searching
going to
for songs.
download? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
great.
yeah.
And then
yeah.
you'd save
I've
them.
heard of that. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I could have gotten that. Yeah.
All right, you're probably mathematically eliminated at this point, but we'll keep
Yeah,
going.
that's all right.
Bye-bye.
7-2. Lil B, who was the first woman of color to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series? Who is the first woman of color to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series?
I don't know. I'll say Kerry Washington. Nuts.
Kara, would you like to steal?
I have no idea.
Viola Davis?
I was going to say that.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
It's only murder in the building or something. Did they say the show?
I didn't.
It's that
I
show.
don't have the show.
Oh, I was going to say that. But she's older, so I didn't.
I don't know that one.
Kara. Millennial question. Which popular sitcom featured Neil Patrick Harris as the womanizing Barney Stinson?
Oh, okay. How I Met Your Mother. Oh, wait. Yeah, How I Met Your Mother. Yeah,
Great show.
Yeah, I love that
Phenomenal
show.
show. Top
great
5
show.
show
I
of all
love that
time.
show.
Yep.
Barney didn't have any problem with the ladies at all.
He did
No,
not.
he did not. No.
Yeah.
He was not at home playing video games.
He was not.
7-3, Lil B with the lead. We have 4. Well, we do have 4 questions left. So technically, if you steal the rest, you could still win here, Kara. Lil B, Gen Z question. Who is a famous YouTuber who talks about lifestyle?
That could be.
They all do.
I'm just stealing questions. I don't know who this
Talks
person
about
is.
lifestyle?
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. Whatever.
Kara, you want to take a shot at it?
That could be anyone. David Dobrik.
Who?
Zoella. Do you know a Zoella?
Oh yeah, that's a niche one though.
Oh, really?
I loved Zoella when I was younger.
I
though.
don't-
Who's Zoella?
I don't know.
She was like a fashion
Should I look her up?
lifestyle makeup British girl.
She on Insta?
But you could have
She's
said
a
that.
sweet name.
I mean, her name's Zoe.
Oh, it says Zoella.
Yeah, but like that's her YouTube name.
I don't know who she is.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know we were going that route. I guess I could have.
Man, you really have lots of complaints about this game.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
You don't know your
I don't
stuff,
like to
Carrie.
lose.
You gotta have an old soul. You
I know,
don't know.
I really
you don't
don't
know
like
any
losing.
of these.
All right, Kara. Millennial question number 7.
All right.
Who infamously asked, "Is this chicken that I have, or is it fish?" while eating chicken of the sea on their reality show? Who infamously asked, "Is this chicken that I have, or is it fish?" while eating chicken of the sea on their reality show?
The thing is, I didn't even know the original reality TV show from your time. I don't know.
From our,
Should I just
from
say
our
sorry?
time.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said
I'm
that.
sorry. It wasn't Little House on the Prairie. It wasn't that long ago.
Was it
Yeah.
Mr. Ed?
Let's go. I'm just gonna go on the same route. I'm gonna say Snooki.
You know no reality shows before
No.
Jersey Shore. That's like the
And
only.
again,
Like,
It's
you're
so
like-
depressing that's old to you.
And again, this one kind of kicked off the reality television. Like this is, it was Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Oh, I so could. Okay,
What
yeah.
happened to her, by the way?
I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to her? I
Well-
feel like she's not like in the spotlight anymore.
Well, she is now because she got divorced again.
Oh, did
Yes.
she?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
She got divorced.
Was she with a football guy?
Yep, she was for a while. Lost a bunch of lbs, and now she's trying to kind of get back on the singing track again.
All right, we have one more question each. Lil B.
Mm-hmm.
Who sang the catchy song "Old Town Road"?
Lil Nas X, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
And finally, Kara,
Just like.
millennial question for you: Who hosted "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire"?
Oh, good one.
Who hosted "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire"? Should specify the original.
The
version.
original.
Yeah.
Oh, Kara.
I have no idea.
Clearly,
I have no idea. I'm not even going to try and guess.
another huge show. Go
Regis.
ahead, Regis Philbin.
Yep.
I don't know who it is.
9-3 whooping. Lil B puts on
Feels good to win
Kara
something.
Yeah,
in
whatever.
the GZM game. We have like 5 minutes left. I want to do a quick bit with Lil B.
Mm-hmm.
Kara, you can join in as well. Let's stop that music. Let's go to this.
It's now time for Blind Rank.
You ready, Lil B, for a little blind rank?
Okay.
I've only done this twice. They've both been with meat sauce before. This is your
Okay.
first chance to play. The way
I can
blind
top
rank
that.
works, I'm going to ask you a question where you got to, one at a time, you need to rank answers.
Okay.
But you don't know what the next answers are going to be, so you might screw yourself up while trying to rank them.
Okay.
Okay? Here's what I would like you to rank today.
Okay.
I would like you to rank athletes from Minnesota or Minnesota connections that you would most likely leave your husband for.
Wow. Okay.
The top answer is going to be, let's do number 1 first. 10's the bottom. 10 is least likely you'd leave your husband for.
I have to think of 10?
No, I'm going to give you 10.
Oh, excellent.
I'm going to give them to you one at a time.
Okay.
You have to rank them.
Okay.
But you might end up ranking one at one, and then you realize that was not the right ranking for that person.
Well, I already have my number 1, so I'm going to wait for you
Well,
to
we'll
say
see
it.
if it's on my list.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yep.
So number 1 is who you'd most likely leave your husband for. Number 10 is least likely.
Got
and
it.
you have to rank them in order.
Got it.
Byron Buxton. Where would Byron Buxton rank?
He's a great ball player. I don't think he's that attractive, though. He'd be... I'll do 9.
Ooh, already got him down at the bottom.
I want to save my 10.
So you already have someone that you think's going to be worse?
We'll see.
All right, Byron Buxton at number 9.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins.
10.
You are not leaving yourself much wiggle room here.
Yeah, I know.
Kirk Cousins at 10. So your 9 and 10 are already taken up. You have 1 through 8 to go.
Yep.
Justin Jefferson. He's JJ.
Love him. Super nice guy. Not the cutest I've ever seen.
What?
Oh, wow, Kara disagrees.
5.
Kara likes her some JJ over there?
Yeah.
You think he's pretty?
Yeah.
You'd leave your current boyfriend for him?
Don't
answer that.
Don't answer that. No. We'll teach you about things you should say and not say on the radio.
Oh yeah, thank you. I need some media training.
All right. So you've already used 5, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Kirill Kaprizov.
7.
What?
Yeah.
He seems nice.
That's fine.
All right. So you apparently are not attracted to very too many Minnesota athletes. Chris Finch. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8 available.
He's a good-looking older man.
Yeah.
4.
Chris Finch, that's your highest so
sure,
far.
why not?
Chris Finch. You like
He's got a nice head of hair.
You like some salt with your pepper.
Yeah,
huh?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8 available. Mm-hmm. Carlos Correa.
I took 7, did you say?
All you have left is 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8.
1, 2, 3, 6,
You have not
and
ranked
8.
too many very highly.
6.
6 for Carlos Correa. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 8 available. Let's move on to our next one. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards. You love you some basketball.
I do.
He's an alpha.
3.
3 for Ant. You might get stuck here on a 1 or a 2 that you don't like.
Yep.
You got 1, 2, and 8 available.
1, 2, and 8.
We're going to go back to Kara's generation a little bit. He's a young one.
Okay.
Brock Faber.
He's my age.
I don't know what he looks like.
You don't know what Brock Faber looks like? You got the glasses,
is
curly
he
hair.
hooked? Is he hot?
Kara, can you help Lil B here?
He's cute.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Well, we got 1, 2, or 8 available.
1, 2, or 8.
He's cute. He's a really good hockey player.
He's a very good hockey player. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice
He's a very
guy.
nice guy.
2.
2 for Brock
2,
Faber.
Right.
All right, so you have 1 and 8 available.
Come on, hit me with the 1.
Karl Anthony Towns.
8.
8.
Yeah.
And your last one that you
Come
are
on.
going to be landing at number 1, I think you might actually be pleased with this one.
Okay, let's see it.
My assumption, this is your kind of guy.
Yeah.
The Hitman, Harrison Smith.
Oh, well, I guess he's 1, but that's not who I thought.
Really?
No.
Who did you think?
Wally Zerbiak.
Oh, you went way back.
Yes.
Wally's the hottest?
Yes.
Man, I didn't realize we had to go back.
Everybody
I forgot we had to go back to the millennial generation with that.
A lot of those aren't. I can think of more attractive.
Well, yeah, but they were all big Minnesota sports names currently.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with how
I thought the
ranked.
ladies loved Harrison Smith.
They do.
But you don't.
He'd be in my top 5 if you said it to me and they were all open. I'd put him top 5.
Oh,
Great
really?
smile. Great smile.
Great. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's it for Blind Rank. Thank you so much for.
I kind of like these games.
Yeah.
I like that ranking game.
Yeah.
Do that again.
We'll do that. Thank you for joining for an entire hour.
Yeah,
I
you
appreciate
bet.
it. We'll see you Wednesday for the Program Password Invitational.
Sounds good.
You and Marnie Gellner versus Kevin Fallness and Michael Mussman. That game might take about 9 minutes to finish. Kara's with me as well. We are doing one final hour. John Bonus is going to be in studio, the Twins geek. He's going to join talking Minnesota Twins baseball for the next hour. If you have any questions, we'll take some talkbacks for him. Just go to the iHeartRadio app, flip on the KFAN station. There will be a microphone button right next to the play button. Click on the microphone button. You have no more than 30 seconds to ask Johnny Bones a question. Johnny Bones in next, right here on The Fan.
Men, if you're ready to reclaim your edge, listen up. I used to be held back by constant bathroom trips with multiple wake-ups during my sleep and looking for restrooms whenever I was out. Then I discovered Better Man. After just 2 months, I started experiencing fewer trips to the bathroom, less urge to go, and I even slept through some nights. I feel a noticeable boost in my overall well-being, even sexual stamina. It gives me the freedom and confidence to live life on my terms. Better Man is clinically tested and trusted by thousands of men over 25 years. Ready to take back control? Go to BeBetterNow.com to order your supply today. That's BeBetterNow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed. Individual results may vary.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
Yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.